Hi guys, welcome to our video. So today we're going to be talking about a factorial project in Python. So factorial is mathematics, the product of all positive integers less than or equal to a given positive integer and denoted by that integer and by an exclamation mark. So we're going to be making the factorial program in Python using Replit. So Replit is where you can use a lot of languages like Java or Python. Replit. So we're going to make two codes using loops. We're going to use for loop and while loop. So for every code, you always need an input. So we're going to start off and we have to store them in a variable. So our variable for now will be n. Very simple. Just always keep it simple. So then we're going to use integer, the integer function. So integer function, we have to use it because then it converts the answer into a number, which it has to be a number since we're asking for numbers. Because if you don't put integer, by default, input is taken like a string, which is just like saying, hi, welcome to our channel. That's a string, just regular sentences. So we're going to put integer input. We have to put quotations because this is our question. So then we're going to put what is your number. Just leave a space for them. Next, we're going to have an extra variable called total. So total is where we're going to store all of our numbers like how we store it in our brain. For example, now I'm going to say take a number from the user and print the factorial of the given number. Imagine me just doing this in my head. Our input is 5, so we have to multiply each number till 5. So 1 times 2 times 3 times 4 times 5. So first I have to do in my head 1 times 2, that equals 2. So then I put 2 in my head. In this case, it's total. Then 2 times 3, that's 6. Then that goes back into total. Then then 6 times 4, 24. Then that goes back into total. Then 24 times 5, that's 120, goes back to total and prints it. In this case, me saying it is a print. So we're gonna have that total variable and equal it to 1. Because if you put it as 0, anything multiplying to that is just gonna equal 0. So after that, we're gonna use our for loop. Next, we're gonna do while loop. So for I is our variable. You can put JA, any variable. It just increases by 1 automatically. So I in range, then we put our brackets of 1 comma n plus 1. Because if we don't put n plus 1, it is and just 1 comma n, it's gonna start at 1 and end at the number before n. So for in this case, n is 5. So it's going to go from 1 till 4, which is only going to print us 24 and not 120. As you can see, our input should be 5 and output should be 120. So we are going to put n plus 1, so it ends directly at 5. Then we're going to put a colon that actually starts the program. So then we're going to put total is times then equals to 1. So total is just going to keep on getting sorry, not 1, I, because I is going to be increasing until its limit, which is going to be 5. So that's where we're going to times it from 2 total. So 1 times 1, 1, 1 times 2, 2, then like I said, then 6, 24. So it's just going to keep on going like that and adding it to total. Then because then at the end we're just going to put print outside the loop, because if we put it inside the loop, print if we just print total, it's going to show every step that we didn't want. So what is our number? We said input should be 5. See, it's printing every step: 1, 2, 6, 24, 120. We don't need that. We just need the final answer. So we're going to remove it, just going to keep it outside the code. So now we're going to print what's our number 5. 120. That's perfect. So now we're just gonna comment so this doesn't run. We're going to keep the variable n because that's our input, and total because we're going to use that for the while loop. Now we're going to have I equals to 1. So now we're doing while loops. Like I said, for loops, I is automatically increased till its number because it's 4, but for while we need to keep that I going on manually. So for we have to equal I into 1. You can put J, A, B, C, D, any number that any letter that you want. So then we're going to use our loop while I is lesser than um, or equals to n. Okay, so I should keep on going until it equals to n. Okay, if you just put lesser than n, that's just going to stop at 4. We need to end at 5. So I lesser than equals to n. Okay, then then we put our colon to start the loop. Now we're going to put same thing, total is times and equal to I, okay, by I. And then like we said, I should be manually increased. So we're going to put I plus equals to 1. So we're going to keep on adding, and then at the end we're just going to keep it a print our final answer, because like we said, if we don't put it outside the loop, it's going to print every process. So now we're just going to run our code. What is our number? 5. Perfect. So now you know how it works with for loops and while loops. If you want, I will just copy this code and I'm just going to put it here to show you that it's going to be the same thing if I just didn't comment that. So this is our for loop. I told the process is very simple. If you just follow step by step, for loop is perfect. And then if you just uncomment this, it should give us the same answer. Yes. Now just to show that I wasn't doing anything wrong or cheating, I'm just going to let both these ones run. And then that was for the for loop and that is for the while loop. There you go. So that is how we're going to use a factorial project in Python. Thank you. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. Enjoy your day.